You're listening to Dave and Chuck the Freak's Tasty Bits Podcast.
Imagine your mom banged the Pope.
She did.
Okay.
I'll say this. My mom was in Italy when she was in her 20s with her best friend.
Well,
she ran through a bunch of sailors, I believe.
Yeah, you've talked about this often. This story.
I'd have to isolate what she was doing near Vatican City at the time.
You think your mom may have had
She got after it.
There's a lot of nuns around there. And
yeah, priests.
It's crazy to say that so casually.
It is.
My mom
crazy,
ran through
right?
a bunch of sailors.
Ran through.
And let me just tell you that, so she kept a diary, right? That's the whole thing of why I know this.
Yeah.
She kept a diary. Don't keep a diary, by the way. Okay?
Yeah,
don't. Because your kids are going to find it one day, and they're going to read it, and they're going to be like, what is this?
And then they'll be on a radio show, and they'll tell people for years that you ran through a bunch of sailors.
She was a sailor whore.
Right. Decades. Exactly. Decades. So I would say that there's one line in it about her and her best friend, and they met a couple sailors, and they named their names. That's all that's in there. I have turned that with my mother into she banged every sailor in the whole port.
And she knows about
this. And she knows about this.
She thinks it's funny.
I'm her son.
Exactly.
I'm her
sense
son.
Of humor,
you know?
Sarah, yeah.
And so, yeah. Did she run through a bunch of sailors? Probably a couple. Let's be honest.
Well,
you're young.
Yeah.
You fly over there.
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun. Who knows? But I cannot verify any Pope action.
If you were young and went to Italy, you'd run through a bunch of sailors too, Chuck.
I'd have sailors all around. You
still might.
Yeah, I still might.
Never say never.
I still might.
Yeah, you get it.
I haven't been to Italy.
You want to bang.
Who knows? I heard
it's wild there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, this couple here, well, not couple, but the family, they were waiting anxiously to find out who the new pope would be. They were especially invested because their mom was with the Pope years and years ago.
Hold on.
Really?
I thought like one of the things about the Pope, like I thought like to become a priest and everything, you like gave... You didn't
he
do
was
any of
into
that
this
stuff.
for a long
can't
time,
you just
right?
then make that declaration like
That
I'm 22 and I realize I want...
He was involved in the church. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I don't know what I don't know what the deal on that was. I guess because I was in the Roman Catholic Church and I was an altar boy, and there, believe it or not, this guy, there was a time where I was like, this priest stuff seems like a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want to be a priest? And then,
okay, so maybe they're not saying they had sex. I just assumed they call it a situationship.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, to me, a situationship would be like a friends with benefits.
This is what happens when you get an American pope, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All this starts to come out. It's like, I had sex with the pope.
So this is...
no one said that about any of the other ones.
No.
It's the daughter, son, and mom all FaceTiming each other, waiting for the Pope announcement, and then they realize it's Bob, who the mom has been with in some way.
That's amazing.
Here's how it played out.
It's Bob. It's Bob Primos. It's literally Bob Primos. Yes. It's literally Bob. Mom's situationship is the Pope of the Catholic Church. Oh my God. My mom hooked up with the Pope.
My mom hooked up with the Pope. My mom hooked up with the Pope.
I mean, that's pretty clear to me.
Hooked up means hooked up.
Yeah.
When she was 19, so he'd have to be around the same age, I would assume.
And I do think it's just something you can just decide. I am celibate now.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
This is a choice I made.
Yeah, like
now.
you take a vow.
Right,
You've taken a vow of celibacy. So,
You could be the Pope.
Can I tell you? I've been the Pope for about 3 years. I have been the Pope Chuck. No problems here. I could be a Pope right now. No big deal. Not a big deal.
That power is
you
not
can throw
meant
them
for
all
you.
at me. No thanks.
That'd be too much.
I'm
for
good.
You.
I've had enough.
But that's wild that your mom banged the Pope.
Yeah.
It's a weird time.
The reactions seem legitimate, too. They don't seem like they
were anxiously awaiting.
Okay, hold on. I think it's actually great news that the Pope
has had sex.
banged that blonde lady.
Yeah, I agree.
That
with
is
you.
fantastic.
Right?
You like him
Because
better.
it rules out other
It
possibilities.
rules out other stuff. It sure
Yeah,
does.
he's the
interests.
Pope.
I know, but I mean, like,
But
listen,
still,
you
You don't want that
happens.
to, to
I think
come out.
two out of 4 priests I've known in my life had to get moved, if you know what I
Yeah, I
mean.
know. Yeah.
So it's just
But not all of them are bad, so.
no, not all of them
How
are
do you
bad.
feel as a lady? You bang the Pope and then he goes celibate. Like you,
That could be a good joke.
Well, think about this.
you turned him
that's hilarious.
celibate.
She's the best I've ever had. I don't need another one.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could go that way too.
You could go either way.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I never thought of looking at it that way because unfortunately in my life, I have been with people and then they have decided I now play for the other side.
Yeah, you've turned ladies lesbian.
Yeah.
And maybe now I need to think about it where it's like, well, they had
It was the best
all
guy
that
they could
men-
ever have.
All that men could
Yeah.
give them.
I'm surprised that's not the way you thought about
It's
it.
not.
Until
It's
now.
impossible to have the skill set of mine and realize and think you're killing it. So, I mean, it's funny because I was talking with my mom the other day. They were always concerned about, my overinflated ego.
Yeah.
And
we all
We've
are.
all been concerned
but I've
about
always
that.
said, listen, yes, there's this ego thing that I have. A lot of it is probably like a projection thing. I'm like, there's no way I can be as bad as anyone could ever think and feel this bad about myself as a sexual being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it is hell.
Yeah.
If I had a giant dong and was like a lady killer or whatever, there would be big problems. Things would be really, really bad. But luckily, Heavenly Father up there took care of that.
Yeah, gave you a tiny dong.
That's
and
what he did.
Minimal sexual skills.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Pope. Let him know.
So in case you're just joining us, this family found out as they announced the Pope that their mom had banged the Pope.
That is incredible.
Bob, it's Bob Primos. It's literally Bob Primos. Yes. It's literally Bob.
Mom Bob.
Situation
Bob.
is the Pope of the Catholic
Love
Church. Oh my God. My mom hooked up with the Pope.
I'm like, that is insane. I love it, though. I love it. It's great news, guys. It is great news. That's some of the best news out of the Pope world that I've heard.
It makes him more normal. He's just more of like a normal
right.
guy, right? He's the Pope, but he's a Chicago guy who loves the Sox. Who's
He's a
banging
White
chicks.
Sox fan.
Right.
He's
so relatable.
Obviously for the underdog.
It does make me feel better about him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious. I mean, okay, so truthfully, how much is she going to make off this? Because wouldn't you want to hear the whole story?
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Wouldn't you want to hear the whole story?
The mom. Maybe
My
she'll be a lady
situation.
I don't
and
think
not.
she won't.
Maybe she'll
I
be a lady and not.
can't
share
write
the
about
details.
the Pope.
Or all his brothers, though, are on the news every day still.
I know.
Talking
I know.
about how he used to steal from them and all. I'm like, don't tell the Pope secrets.
I thought I heard the one brother in Florida was going to tone it down a bit. I just read that this morning. That
really?
he was like, I'm going to take it down a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
I'm
Yeah.
we got a call from the Vatican.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple-
Vatican's like, shut up.
way.
Yeah, a couple of cardinals showed up on his front step. Oh, no. I don't know. I love hearing this kind of stuff because, like you said, he's just a normal. I can't remember if he's the oldest brother or whatever he is, but that means, if you're an older brother,
think he's
wherever
the
you-
youngest.
I think he's the
you're the
youngest
youngest.
brother, yeah.
So you've gone through it. You're the youngest. You're the Jason of a family.
Right.
Older
Jason.
brothers just pounding you to oblivion, and of course the only way you could probably get back at them, like my younger brother stole a lot of my G.I. Joe stuff back in the day, and that was upsetting, and he paid for it.
Yeah, there'd be some stories about me. Like if my brothers were on the
my
news,
goodness.
they'd be like,
the porta
yeah,
potty
so
story
legit-
made headlines.
yeah, the
Holy
porta-
smokes.
that one, sure.
Holy
But they definitely
smokes.
thought I played for the other team. So that's what they would say. My brother told a girl I was dating at the time that he thought that I was gay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm surprised you guys are
nice.
together. And it wasn't like a brother joke thing. He was like, no, really?
Serious?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, for sure.
Thought he was a pole smoker.
Yeah. For sure.
Wow.
Because I had a...
What?
You had a boyfriend?
No.
You had a boyfriend.
Hold on. He
What?
just had to breathe deeply.
Well,
into
because
this.
I had a lisp. until I was about like 8.
Aww.
And I had to go through speech therapy and stuff.
Aww, Jason.
So I think
Was it
that
this one?
coupled with like the boy band stuff.
Or was it this
And, like,
one?
the black-
Was it this one?
It was this.
It was that.
Yeah.
Your lisp and your love of NSYNC.
I mean, it does check out. I'm sorry if my brother. I gave my brother a hard enough time about all that stuff. I really did too. I think it's just something you do.
Can you sing NSYNC with the lisper?
Bye, 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 bye.
I need some lyrics or something. Bye, bye, bye. I won't do it.
Because it's buys. I'm
Bye, bye, bye.
bye.
You didn't
Bye,
tell
bye,
us
bye.
this until now.
No, I
you
didn't.
I
want
love
to.
this.
I never
reveal.
wanted to say that.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. Oh,
I'm not.
but look at you, come so far. You're on the
Oh, my
radio
God,
now.
that's
I know.
so true.
I still have it too.
You do
If I say
not.
things with an S, I get this like
I've never
You have
noticed
to
in my
that.
program
head.
yourself?
I'm like, oh my God,
Did I start to talk like that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Really?
It all
I didn't
happened
notice.
in grade school. I was doing a presentation on Tasmanian devils. Okay, my name
That's
is
a tough
Jason
one.
Watson. Right?
Yes.
It's hard enough. Jason Watson, Tasmanian devils from Australia. You know?
Holy cow.
And the speech therapist happened to be there, so I'm like, Mom,
I would have destroyed
Dad,
you.
nobody told me. And
Watson,
all those years ago, there's no phones, right? So like, I never saw a video of myself to know that I wasn't saying things correctly.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So then I had to go
Yeah.
to
Your
the
at it
ther-
was normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tasmanian devils.
Yeah.
It's tough. Tasmanian devils are one of the coolest animals.
I would pay for that video.
This presentation by Jason Watson.
It's good to get it out, though, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
my
on-air
goodness.
therapy.
Yeah, that's good. It's got to be a big weight off your shoulders
Not
now.
really. I wish I could just
it's
rewind
good
time
that
like
you
5
back in
minutes
the
and then
Pringles
why
can.
It's
throw my
good.
head into the gay
Think all the
poker.
time, but it's like whatever. It's out there. It's done.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my! Well, now it makes a little more sense why your brother was all in.
Yeah.
with that whole
Because you even
thing.
had frosted tips too, right? Like you went for the
Yeah.
whole Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
that was a little later, yeah.
Yeah.
So it continued.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Even NSYNC is hard.
And think
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Justin Timberlake. If I keep doing it, I'm afraid
Yeah,
that I'm
like,
going to
don't.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm going to lose
Don't
all
do
my
it. Stop.
training.
Go back. Stop right now.
Stop.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
No, you-
man, that is something. You just
I
never
would
know.
never have known that.
No,
honestly.
none of us have
Never.
ever.
That's good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you
no-
can't.
none of
do
us
that.
have ever
Any
thought
kind
of
of
that.
like, ooh, that's a little lispy. Nothing.
Never.
Say. I'm like, oh, did I?
No, it's
think?
not even
No.
close.
No.
That's good.
It's not even close.
That is good.
Because if it was like this.
It was.
But
Wow,
if it was
that
like
is-
this. If it was like this. So, Australian Tasmanian devils. Like if it's that, then I can see why your brother was like, hey, something's
Right,
up.
but if you were
it was
in the running for Pope, they'd have a lot to say about
Yeah, for sure.
your upbringing. Oh,
I
by
used
the
to
way,
do sports just like that all the
Yeah,
time.
I was thinking about your character
Yeah.
from
Oh,
back.
that's
What
right.
was the name of the?
It
Do we have a
was
name?
Chuck the Fruit.
No. There was like I
we
would
have a
do a
name?
sportscaster.
Or you just do it.
I think
can't
it was
remember.
just speech impediment sports guy.
Oh yeah,
speech impediment sports guy. That was a long. That was
a long time
20
ago.
years ago.
A long,
In sport.
it used to make me laugh really hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, so yesterday, as we have Jason here and we're talking to him, we got into a discussion about this new hair loss treatment.
Yes.
Right?
A lot of people talking about it.
It is literally almost through trials. It is known to restore hair, bring back your dead follicles. And Chuck said he'd never do it. He's fine being the way he. Oh no. Jason said he's fine being bald. He didn't want to go back to hair. And Chuck said he'd do it in a heartbeat. He wants
in a
his hair
second.
back.
Yep.
And we asked Jason why, and he said because he basically had an afro, like a
Yes.
Very
I had long hair.
curly.
yeah,
Yeah,
It was really
curly,
long,
long
wavy.
hair.
which I said a ginger fro,
Yes.
and he denied it and sent me a picture. But looking at the picture, just cemented the fact that he
sent a picture?
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not Ginger. Look at Lisa. Look at the picture.
Okay, you ready for this?
I just said it today.
Had
you just
big hair.
I know, it was really long.
It was,
Yeah.
Watch this.
Here it is coming at you.
wow.
See? Look at the red. That is Ginger, dude.
I told you there was a little bit of strawberry blonde
That's not
in the
strawberry
corners.
blonde. You are a redhead. Why do you have a problem with that?
I'm not a redhead.
You are a ginger.
Nobody in my whole life has told me that,
almost-
except for you.
This almost looks like a photo of a boy band.
Yeah, you're right.
The Lispies.
You had quite the head of hair, though.
I know. I did.
How could
Impressive.
you have gone from that to bald? That sucks.
How old were you here?
18.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
man.
was like senior in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's
I
a
don't-
lot of hair.
See, I was much more
Okay,
bald
come on,
at
you guys.
18.
Are you seeing
I
Ginger?
don't see a lot of red in there.
I see red.
Maybe just, I don't.
I mean, that's red
Maybe
right there. Is
where?
red.
I mean, a
that
little
whole
bit
part.
next to the other guy, I guess.
Oh, it's the lights.
give me a break.
I have so
Red,
many
red.
pictures of me that are brown hair.
Well, you're going to have to start sending them.
I guess. Let me just show you all my photos.
Yeah.
Because
You don't
that
even
is
remember
definitely-
me with hair. That's why I feel like you're.
No, I don't remember you with hair.
Yeah.
But when I don't remember you ever with long hair like that. No.
I was balding
Okay,
by the time I
because
got
to
here.
me, the guy that's beside you on my left,
The white guy or the black guy?
white guy,
Yeah.
like the black guy, it's easier to tell that they don't have the same hair color. The other guy, that's brown to me.
Yeah.
This is
Like dark brown.
red. Accept it.
Yeah.
You
It
identify
does have
as
a red
ginger.
tint to it.
Yes.
But it's not like carrot top red. It's not
No,
red.
but that's ginger.
Yeah.
right, but there's definitely a hue. There's a hue to it.
Now I regret sending you this photo. I
You regret everything.
Yeah. Yet he
Why do you even talk to him, Jason?
I don't know.
So I don't know
I try
how
to
much you regret
stand
it.
up for myself.
I know. It all backfires.
Defend.
Just all backfires.
Beautiful hair, though.
There we go.
See, but I don't want that again.
Jason's secrets.
I'm gonna.
Well, I can't-
Yeah, it is a big secret.
Secrets. Jason's secrets.
You know, I think one of the. I think for myself, the reason I would want the hair back is I only had hair when I was going to my dad's barber, right? That is the last time I had hair. So I've never been able to have like a cool hairstyle really in my life. The only time my hair got, I guess, a little cool is when I grew it out during the grunge era.
You had it long.
I had it
We've
long.
seen
You had it long
photos
when
of
I-
that.
Yes.
When we
Right?
met, you
Have
had
you
it
seen
long.
photos, Jason, of him with long hair?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He was like chubby Jesus.
Yeah, like chubby Jesus.
Maybe
Or
if you posted
like
them, then
fat,
probably I've seen them.
like a fat Charlie Manson.
That's
Fat
awesome.
Manson.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
And I will. I promise you I will. I mean, it'll be, you guys will be like, oh God, he shouldn't do that. And I'll be like, I know, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, Fat Manson and Lispy Jason. What a show.
That's a whole different show.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you, I can remember when my hair was around what Jason's was in that photo. There's nothing you can do. It's just a super bad look on any man until it grows past that and you get a little bit more length on it and then you're okay. But, you know, like, and I even think his is long enough to be okay, you know.
Did you have
wavy.
short hair
It's
with
curly.
with the waves? And was it
Like,
short ever?
Yeah, but
Like
it
the
wasn't
curls would
super
start-
wavy. Yeah, just
Oh,
like the
okay.
colics and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So then I'd either shave it or try to be like my buddies and grow it.
Because mine was like basically straight with the little waves, almost the way my beard does it now, where it grows to a certain length and then starts getting wavy and weird. That's the way my hair was too, but not curly like that.
But then you went through this weird phase where you dyed it all sorts of weird colors. Too.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you came in with like red, not ginger red, like red.
Really red?
No, like a color,
really?
like
All
a
of
color
it?
of our logo.
Yes.
All of your
All
hair
my whole
was
hair
red
would
like
be
that?
red, and then it would be blue like 2 weeks later.
Wow.
That was the
I
time
didn't
that I
know
thought
that.
for sure he was
Yeah,
gay.
and I was in short shorts and like combat boots.
You're
Yeah,
figuring
and
it out.
I'm like that nice gay guy Chuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
say that.
Of course he would. And like people be like,
He
that guy's not-
rollerbladed to work
Yeah,
one
you know,
day
like, that
in his
guy's not
short
gay.
shorts with red hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, that guy's not gay. Oh, gay.
Okay.
Sure he's not.
Let me roll back the security video here. I've been pulling into work today.
Yeah, my shorts were cut off jeans and so incredibly
unbelievably
short.
Super
White T-shirts.
I would never share with you guys any old photos of me in high
man.
school.
You
You would
did
love it.
before.
You
I was
die.
gonna
No,
say.
high school? No, you
was it-
never did.
No.
I never did.
No, I don't think so.
never
We've
will.
seen kid
Maybe, yeah, kid stuff, no problem. High school? Dave, have I ever seen pictures of you in high school?
Yeah, I think so.
High school?
I don't know about high school.
I look
Eagles
like a
haircut,
chubby
no way.
businessman. Like,
That's why
I always seem to have ties on.
I'd be way too embarrassed. You'd make so much fun.
surprising at all.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
my
not.
hair was ridiculous.
No, man, there was like 3 years of high school where it was like all I had was my unibrow and a dad haircut, like real bad, like just like no chance, like no chance a lady would ever be like, that guy's hot, no chance. And then I realized I need to take care of that unibrow and I need to grow my hair out, and
Yeah.
things turned around. Oh, and I also got a goatee. That also helped.
I just realized I needed to tame it down. It was that, everything was up.
Big.
It was big. It was a lot. Well,
Well,
it was a lot.
That was the thing, though.
Everybody
That
did
was
it.
the time.
It was such a bad time.
Big hair.
Bad time
big,
in fashion, bad
poofed
time in
out.
hair.
Every once in a while, like I'll be scrolling through my social media and I'll get to a video where it's like high school, 1994.
Yep.
And it's just like
Everyone looks the same.
10 minutes
Yeah.
of just random videos from then. And I'm like, oh my God, like, holy cow.
Yeah. It makes me feel better. My family still shames me a bit about it.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Well,
they
know.
always do.
Why did they
know,
do
they
that?
saw it.
Like, remember when you had hair like that? Shut up.
I remember my sister.
And people are asking, is this the time when you had a stalker? Is this
Oh,
when
yeah.
this photo is?
This is after.
after.
It was
this
when
is
you were
after.
younger, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I realized I hadn't shared it yet to the YouTube people, so now I had to do that.
Oh,
the photo?
yeah.
I didn't want to.
I mean, let's leave it
Yeah,
up
right there.
again.
There they go. Give them a little taste of that.
A little taste of Jason.
If you're on YouTube watching right now, let us know in the comments. Is that red hair?
Oh, let me hold on.
sure?
Let
Yeah.
me zoom in here
Oh,
so people
yeah,
can really.
No, it's already gone. I got to pull it back before you zoom into my
Put it back.
my 18-year-old.
Put it back. Put it back for the
There it is.
YouTube
Right
back.
people.
here. You decide.
Follow us on YouTube.
Is he a ginger? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm going to post it on X with a poll.
Yeah, that's not a bad
man.
idea.
And let's just get to the bottom of it.
You know what?
Okay, you did this,
Sure.
Jason. You sent
You
the
did.
photo.
I
That's why
just-
I would never do that.
I'm going to send this photo to the Pope. and
You
see if he can
asked, he asked if I had long hair, and I said, "Yeah, I had long hair." And then he said, "And I don't think it's ginger," so I had to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't think it's going to make it to X.
Oh, yeah, of course not. No.
You know?
You hope it doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you hope it doesn't.
I mean, I was
a
just
lot.
an 18-year-old.
You really hope it doesn't.
There it is.
Yep.
That is, I can't wait to see the results.
Me too. Oh, you can't post a picture.
What?
When you post a poll, they don't let you post a picture.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Just tell them, just ask them to make comments.
Yeah,
and
I'll just-
do it in
yeah.
the comments of the
Yeah.
post. There you go.
We don't need to
get
make
around
it.
that.
Does he look like a lispy ginger?
God. Oh,
Then you're
my
asking
God.
for trouble in the
Yeah.
end.
Whatever.
What was harder to deal with, his red hair or his lisp? Yeah,
that's tough.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you didn't know you had it.
Oh, yeah.
Your kids made fun of you.
I don't really remember that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I
I
like
don't
that.
really remember
no
that.
trauma.
Yeah, no,
with
that
might have been
Kids
early
are
enough.
so mean.
I think they
horrible.
felt bad.
Oh, that's
Yeah, my name
nice.
is-
That's so nice.
Jason Watson. Like every time I spoke.
The ginger.
You know what's wild is that I have like a memory of like doing speech classes. So there must have been something with me that was weird. Like when I was like super, super young, I have like, so they were trying to bust something out of me. And like, I always attribute it to words that I have a hard time saying even now. It must have been like those words when I was in like first grade. They must have been like, oh boy, this guy is
First grade.
nuts. Let's get him.
See what people are asking for?
No, I'm
no.
seeing that people are saying that I'm dark brown with maybe a little tint.
Are you blind?
You're making that up. There's not a single one that says that.
You're looking at a different feed, baby.
What feed?
Show us your pubes. No.
I
Do the
figured that
carpets
would be
match the drapes?
There you go.
I mean, those are darker, but that's all cleaned up. I got a big
my
doctor's
God.
appointment today, so I had to clean up
that's
shop.
right. Oh, that's
It's
right.
today?
Wow,
It's
today's a
after
day.
the
What a
show.
day, yeah.
It's a terrible day.
I was going to try and show you guys another picture of my long hair, but my mom has blocked me again.
Oh, sure, she has.
My mom has blocked.
She doesn't know. She
What did
doesn't
you
know.
do?
I don't know. I'm like, Linda Urquhart. I'm like looking her up, and it's like, oh, she has no post available for you to view. I'm like, she posts there all the time. Blocked again. I'm blocked again.
So
I'm
x.com/Dave and Chuck. Couple people said no, but a lot of people say, yeah, mild ginger, dark ginger,
I'm not saying you're carrot top.
rusty ginger.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I think it's very close to just your beard color.
If that's what
Which is ginger.
it takes.
It's a nice color.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I
I'm
like the
Irish, for
color.
God's sakes. I'm cool with gingers.
I'll show him. Put that on X. I'll show him right now.
What?
What?
I'll show
If
him.
that's what it takes,
What's he
he's
talking
going to
about?
show his pubes.
No, you're
Dear
not.
God, you're
That's
You're not
what
doing
it
that.
takes.
What is-
Your
you
pubes
lost
are
your
Yes.
mind.
The world needs to know.
If that's what it takes.
If that's what it
If
takes.
that's the only way to prove it.
I love his confidence.
No, you check, Chuck. One man can look.
No.
No, there'll be no pube show today.
No, let's not make
That should be a rule,
guarantee.
actually, every day. There should be no pube show.
We show
period.
tons of pubes on
Not
this show.
ours.
Well, not our own.
I'm not
Jesus.
showing Jason's pubes. I can't say it.
Jason's pubes. You
Now I have the.
You had sympathy speech. Oh, Jason's pubes. Oh, no. We shall not show Jason's pubes. We shall not.
There's a rule on this show. There's no showing of pubes at all, especially Jason Watson's pubes.
Sick.
Disgusting.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, well. I'm glad you got through it. It's tough. A lot of people don't.
You're right. To be on the radio, I've never thought of I overcame the
You did
lisp,
overcome.
you know?
Oh,
You
dude.
did? Are you kidding me? This is the ultimate of over.
I got to
Of
find some
course.
old video. My mom's got to have some video.
Oh, man,
VHS
holy
of me.
cow.
Oh, yeah.
Name me one other lispy ginger Jew on the radio.
Clip.
Yes, congratulations.
He's gone. Where'd he go?
Congratulations.
He's gone. He's on the ground.
Oh, my God. That's your new bio right there. That's your
I
new
don't know
bio.
what to say to that.
I don't either. I can't believe it. I don't even know what to think.
It's amazing. You
James had a
overcame.
rough night.
You shall overcome.
No, right? What a character.
Yeah.
The lispy ginger Jew.
Been through stuff.
Holy cow. Wow.
So there you go. Woo. Yep.
Well, it's been a hell of a time.
Yep.
It has been, for sure. From the Pope banging to...
Oh, that's
Lispy
great
ginger.
news. Great news, guys.
Yeah.
Really is.
That is...
I had a man wash my feet, so hearing that the Pope...
Did you ever drink wine when you were an altar boy? Did you and your friends?
No, we weren't allowed.
Yeah, you didn't sneak it? That's
no,
what I heard. A lot of altar boys would sneak it.
No, I would have been afraid to drink any of the priest wine. You probably would have went into another dimension, and then
that's
Michael
probably
Jackson
smart.
woke up with your pants
That's
down.
smart.
The
Okay,
old
good
wake up
thinking.
with your pants
What did
down.
Michael Jackson call it?
He was like
Juice,
yeah, he called it some
Jesus
kind of
juice.
Jesus juice.
Literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Good-
no,
good
we
call.
stayed. We didn't hang around in the back room
No.
of the priest area. We just took our robe, got that thing hung up.
Did your business.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Get
Yeah.
out of there.
Smart.
No wine.
No.
Is Jason okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
Good.
What's wrong with how I said...
And my cousin, who has bright red hair, sent me a text. He was like, "You got to tell Dave he can't be using that G word like that, especially with a hard R." He says that's ginger.
Well, have you seen the movement lately?
What movement?
So there's a
No.
movement on TikTok, and listen, I don't know what exactly is going on, but they say that is incredible. By the way,
What?
someone has turned his hair bright red.
Basically,
Whoa, you're lucky, dude.
You did this, Dave.
You're lucky.
What is that?
That was
Oh
fast.
my god.
I mean,
I'm
that's not even
impressed.
your face. They put someone else's head on your
Well,
body.
they changed everybody.
AI. Must be AI,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
There was a woman, I think, that made a video, a black woman, I think, that made a video saying that gingers are black. This is the thing that has...
What's happening?
Gingers are black.
I have lots of gingers in my Irish family that
Yes,
are not black.
I know, but I don't understand it all, but it is all
talking about?
over the place. And there are people embracing it.
I don't know.
I just heard about this too. Like it's something to do with the not melanoma. That's melana, whatever that is that for your pigmentation or something. I don't know.
They say so. They're comparing it to like racism almost.
There's some of that. There's
like
some
white
of that.
on white racism.
Yep. There's some of that, but there's
and they say there's a beautiful kinship between black folks and white redheads.
Right. And so it is taking off. I'm just saying this right now. It's taking off.
You get more street cred for your rap career.
So technically, in that photo, there are two black guys in it. If you look at it that way.
Jason, so what does that mean? Because I'm a Jew? I mean, that's just too much for me.
Oh, man, it's tough to wrap your head around.
You're a lispy ginger black Jew.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've always felt that way.
Hey, listen. You can't control what's going on the internet, but that is one of the things right now that is it is trending on the internet, and it's funny to see guys who I believe were much like Jason in high school and were loving rap and all that stuff, and now they are just
there's
embracing
a white
it.
ginger with a black girl, and they say, "What a beautiful black couple."
Yes. Yeah. It's a wild thing. It is a wild thing going
on. Quite a theory. You can just Google it. You can read it.
Yeah. I mean, do your own research, you know? We're not experts.
No, we're not.
I just know what's going on, and it is funny as hell.
Well, there you go. Been through a lot already, and it's real early.
It's really early. I'm sweating already for this. I'm sweating, guys.
Well, you'll hate this kid then, too. A 10-year-old. With his metal detector,
son of a bitch,
discovered a shipwreck on Lake Huron.
Get out of here!
That led to a big archaeological dig.
Look at that kid with this little hat.
I've got the same hat, Lise.
I've got
the same hat. I just had it on. I just had it on yesterday.
Here's the story.
Oh. Luke, what's in here? What's in here?
So we got to the beach. I was like, Dad, I want to set up the metal detector. Dad, I want to set up the metal detector. We walked around for about 2 minutes, but then we found the first 2
minutes, huh? Just 2 minutes.
It's crazy, but the very first spot that we went to that day, the detector went off. And we dug a little bit. I didn't think it was anything and time to move on, but Lucas was really curious. I think we were there for 3 days. You could see the shape of the wood, how it was curved, that it was definitely part of a boat. After the initial discovery, the archaeologists came out and they could verify that it was an old ship.
It was pretty crazy, to be honest. I did not expect to find a shipwreck. Finding something like that is basically 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, it's more than that, but...
I think the odds might be even wilder than that.
Yeah, you're right, lady. You're right, lady. It's way more rare. So... I took Stella one of these times. We went to some beach, and she was like, I want to go with you, Dad. And I'm on the beach. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, boop, Stella, we got something. I start digging. I'm like, it's deep, Stella. It's deep. It's been here. It's been here for years. Stella, it is going to be good. I keep going. She's off doing something else. Like a steel, Tonka truck. Like a rusted out steel Tonka truck.
Why don't you get this on video?
It was
Please have Stella take the video.
3 feet deep.
He's all excited, sand flying
3 feet
deep.
Sweat pouring
I just put it on the beach so that some kid would play with it again.
Why don't you document this? It's so funny.
God! They're there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, shipwreck.
2 minutes. Yeah, we just shipwreck. They said it's 1 in 10,000.
You're digging up Tonka trucks.
Oh my God! That's
times.
a true story.
Different
That is a
times.
horrible true story.
Rate Dave and Chuck the Freak's Tasty Bits podcast on iTunes or Google Play.
Hey, Chuck, have you tried the new flavor from 5 Hour Energy yet? It's great. It's spicy Cinco de Mango. It's sweet, spicy, and a tad unhinged.
Spicy, you know I don't like to sweat. My idea of a workout is a brisk walk to the microwave.
No, Chuck, it's like a tropical vacation in an energy shot. Perfect for Cinco de Mayo and available exclusively for a limited time at 5hourenergy.com.
All right, give it here.
Well, what do you think?
It's good. I'm not surprised. You know what they say. Hot people love spicy foods.
Who told you that?
It's science, Dave.
You're an idiot.
Subscribe now to Dave and Chuck the Freak's Tasty Bits podcast on iTunes or Google Play.
Cool up.
Dave and Chuck the Freak's Pervert of the Day.
If you don't think there's money in hand jobs, you're wrong.
You are wrong. I mean,
You are so wrong.
How
Little
much
bits,
money?
little bits of money. Yeah, it's more about how many hand jobs can you get.
Wait a minute, there is? What am I doing here?
There you go.
I know. Those supple hands.
Side hustle?
If you've ever wondered how much cash can be crammed inside a teddy bear, this could shock you. Authorities in New Jersey raided a rub and tug the other day. Big success.
Okay.
How much do you think in cash they had on hand from all the rubbing and tugging?
Oh, God. I don't. I mean, is it. It could be anything because we don't know how long they're in business. I'm going to say, did they have 100,000?
That's a lot.
I know that's a lot. I know
Let's
that's
say
saying 10,000. That's a large
That's
swing between
50?
the two of us.
Let's go 50.
You going to go somewhere in the middle?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Can't be.
Maybe I'll bring mine down a bit.
100,000's a lot.
I don't know. Okay, 50. I'll say 50. Lisa's going 10.
What's the area? Did you say?
This is in New Jersey.
42,000.
750,000.
Oh my God! I'm jerking dudes off right now.
Get to jerking.
Oh my
Bye.
God!
Lotion up those hands, yeah.
He can get 3 outdoor grills for that.
Oh my God! I'm spitting on my hands
How
as
many
we speak.
clocks? How many clocks?
Oh, now you're talking my language.
Oh my God!
I'm like, wow, I don't
What's
know
the
how many
world-
grills to
Clocks
do.
for, or no.
Clocks for
Rocks for
time.
clocks.
Yes,
is a
get-
great business.
Yeah,
What
it
is it
is.
called? Rocks for clocks.
Yeah,
Rocks
but
for
it would be
clocks.
the other, you
Right.
know.
Like rocks off.
Yeah.
No, like rhymes with
like-
rock.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know.
Andy, no. Albex,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocks
Good
for
one.
clocks.
Yes.
What is the world's most expensive clock?
I don't even know.
Like
the death
to-
clock, maybe?
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I don't think you get your hands on that one.
No.
But like the most expensive.
We went from hand
Grand.
jobs to clocks.
Well,
Yeah.
thank God.
Always.
6.8 million.
Oh, whoa.
The Duc d'Orléans Breguet Sympathetic Clock.
How much?
Yeah, he knows that.
Okay, so we thought the Chiefsaholic guy was crazy for robbing banks to fund
go.
his thing.
Yeah.
This is worse.
This would be crazier if Al started jerking to afford this $6.8 million clock, right?
Yeah, that would be,
That'd be crazier.
That would be
He
crazier.
walks into the rub and tug. All right,
Yeah.
boys.
Gotta get that clock.
Got to get that clock. Wearing my Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Got a
Stroking.
lot of.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Never heard
But
Al
you-
say stroking.
that's a lot of
Do you think that
dongs.
money is all from that? There has to be something else
Well,
going on.
I'm sure they're offering full services.
But
Yeah,
still, even
prostitution.
You think that maybe they're hiding some drug money or
is
something in there?
happening. New Jersey.
Like a front.
know.
Maybe it's a front for
Here's
something else.
another crazy part of the story. So $750,000 was recovered. $600,000 of that was sewn inside one of those giant teddy bears you get at Costco. It was stuffed with
Like a big-
600
like a-
you know,
yeah,
the
one of the
dogs?
big bears.
It's not like our little. We have
No,
a
No, you can't get 600 grand in that.
No, there's about,
what's in there,
there's
Chuck?
$42.
Just a rainy day
$42.
fund.
It's like if I have to pay Lisa back for something.
Yeah, or he needs a blizzard on the way
Yeah,
home.
that's
He
true,
gets
too.
into
Let
the
me
teddy
get it out of
bear.
the teddy bear.
just,
Are you kidding? that'd be rated years
I know.
ago. He never would leave anything
That's
in there.
true.
The manager, 47-year-old Daniela Daino, she was charged with first-degree promoting organized prostitution and fourth-degree maintaining a house of prostitution. 4 other women between 26 and 45, all charged with prostitution as well. Them hoes get paid.
I was going to say, if you broke it down by jerks per hour,
wow.
it's...
But I mean, how much are people paying for the jerks?
Didn't we talk about it was like 80 to $120?
Can't remember.
I mean, I know exactly
Don't
what
let
it
us
is.
know,
It's,
right?
$109. What do you pay?
Yeah.
$109.
With tip?
Let us
Do you
know for
tip?
sure.
No, you don't tip.
Gratuity included?
tip.
You should tip.
I think
but
that's
I'm sure-
nice. Oh, we've never asked that. Do you tip your jerk-off artist?
Oh, no, I think that most of the jerking is considered like a tip. Like, there's nothing ever written down, right?
It's just
It's not... maybe they do say...
Wouldn't you give extra?
I think people do tip.
Yeah.
They probably do
Let's
tip.
just say on the low end, it's $120 for a rub and tug.
Do you tip?
That's 6,250 rub and tugs to equal the cash they took in.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of
It's a lot of work.
You're going to get
That's a lot
carpal
of
tunnel
work.
out.
Yeah,
You're going to get carpal. You have to wear one of those special gloves that carpal tunnel people wear.
Yeah, he probably does.
Sacrifices. Yeah.
Nothing like being jerked off
Yeah.
with a chubby guy in a carpal tunnel glove.
You got the carpal tunnel glove.
Tunnel.
I just joined the CPAP club.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot going for me right now.
Boy, that's hot, huh?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would chafe. You got to be careful.
I think you'd want the full-on he'd have to put a glove over top of it. Which I do recommend anyway. You don't want to,
Oh, yeah. He doesn't want
Wear
dongs
gloves?
on his glove.
Yeah, I would wear
Like
I would
Luke Skywalker.
He just has one glove
Mechanized
on.
hand under there.
Yeah, he just wants one glove, rubber, I recommend. And,
Yeah,
That's good to have a plan.
The double gloves.
yeah, it is nice.
They can't wear those.
That's the most unsexiest jerk off you'll ever have. The person has to put on their carpal tunnel gloves.
I got to set the mood first.
Right. Al is fine. But if I went to a rub and tug and then Al walked in and I thought I was at least going to get a 70-year-old Asian lady, I would be like, what's going on here? Well, okay, do it.
Oh, that's the owner
who's
there.
that?
Oh, my goodness.
Let me see her.
Yeeks.
Wow, you know what?
I
though?
think I'd rather
she's
have Al do
younger
it.
than I.
Okay.
Not me, but I don't know. I'm not bad mouthing you.
I'll get in here.
I'm on my way.
Ready to go.
It's raise time.
I'll bill you.
Oh, was that the place?
Yeah, that's the place.
Okay.
Bliss.
I'll be honest, though. I mean,
That's different.
I know it looks fancier than what I would have thought.
Fancy's a bit of a
Fancy's
stretch.
a
It's still
stretch.
in a
It's
strip
still in
mall.
a strip mall, but I mean, it looks like it has maybe sliding glass doors or something there.
No, it's
I
just
don't
like
know
a
what that
little
is.
alcove entrance.
Oh, okay.
You're really overstating how this place looks.
I think it looks gorgeous.
And there is, Daniela.
Yeah, man.
Woof.
She
But
looks
she's
tough.
thing is, she's probably just the muscle.
Yeah,
she's
she looks
probably
like the
making
muscle.
other people
She's not
jerk
the-
you.
Yeah.
She's like, get in there, jerk him. Ow.
Said Al will lose weight and have one massive arm.
Yeah.
I've tried a lot of other things to lose weight, so I haven't done that yet.
Imagine it work like a charm. He'd become an influencer.
I would, yeah.
This guy said, in Florida here, I can get one for $25.
Oh, wow.
What do
that
they
is-
look like? If you're getting a $25 rub and tug, how gross is she?
She looks like me.
I mean,
Al with a wig.
yeah. I don't know.
When you put your number down in the text, you have to put the description.
Yeah, you can't just say, I get it for
just can't say,
$25
so
here in Florida. You got to tell us how do they look.
Right, like is that like you found someone who's
Okay, outside the 7-Eleven?
Yes, exactly.
Or is it a legitimate massage part? Well, a legitimate rub and tug.
Because I'm assuming that the rub and tug cost, because you're inside and it's hidden and that you pay a little bit more of a premium.
Someone texted in a good Star Wars type name for Al.
Oh.
And his new side hustle, Lube Guy Whacker.
That's got a good ring to it.
My God.
I gotta get that monogrammed
That's pretty good.
somewhere.
Lube.
And that's not Vader you're hearing.
Am your father.
That's Al.
Yeah, that's the sound of me jerking a man.
And he's like, no!
You got to call him daddy, not father.
No, it's not true.
I am not your daddy.
I'm not your daddy. I am not your daddy. Stop calling me daddy.
I'm your daddy.
Oh, it takes on a
Oh, wow. It's all Star Wars themed.
Pornified Star Wars.
No.
Al Beck Star Wars themed rub and tug.
I'm going to get the Mandalorian to jerk me off today.
Well, you must.
Oh, Yoda. Oh, that's the worst. They brought a little Yoda.
Well, basically.
Any of the Ewoks.
Older Asian lady looks like Yoda anyway.
that's true. You're right.
And Jabba. There's so many great Star Wars rub and tug character names.
Jar Jar Dinks.
So the $25 one, he said, actually, she's got to be in her 20s, speaks English, 8 out of 10.
Really?
Wow.
That is shocking.
I mean, that is someone desperately on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, desperately on drugs.
Someone said here in Detroit, I can get an HJ for like $10. Super gross, though. Smells of meth.
Okay. Yeah. It's tough for me because I grew up in Canada, and at the time that we were in like college, they had just said, "Hey, it's okay, you can go in these places and do it." And I had a couple of buddies that didn't mind going. If you were like, "Oh, where are those two guys?"
They were just tugging.
They were in there. They were in there, like talking to the girls all the time. Like, I'm sure getting stuff taken care of or whatever. And I think it was more expensive than you would have thought.
Everything's more expensive in Canada.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Even the jerk-offs.
Yeah, that's true. I can't imagine what it is now, but yeah.
Someone said we're just actually listening to Al CPAP right now.
That's the sound you hear as he gently sends you into bliss.
We're learning a lot about him. We learned a lot about Jason earlier, a lot about me today.
Yeah, we're learning a lot today.
Yeah.
The sexy side hustle.
Yeah, not bad.
Mando grab some men. Yeah, there's all sorts of different
We'll
characters.
need something to do eventually.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, my God.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
lots of different things.
I like it.
But good luck to you, Al. Hope you make some...
Thanks. Thank you for the well
that
wishes.
multi-million-dollar clock.
Oh, my God, yeah. You just have to work a few years for it, and then he's fine,
I mean,
making
that's the
$750.
You got to set a goal.
Ooh, you don't
Yeah.
want to be this character, though. Blow me Juan Kenobi. You do not want to be him.
You'll have to start upgrading if you want to get there.
Yeah, that's true. That's more money. That's more money.
Man, he keeps his calendar up to date, too. He crosses off every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's organized.
You better get your jerk calendar, man.
Oh.
You need like $1 million
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah, he's got to fill those appointments.
Yeah, he'll
Crosses off
know
every
exactly how many blows or jerks he needs to do. Right down to the wire, you know.
Blows or jerks.
I can't wait for my wife to listen to this podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm sure she'll love it.
Either.
She'll love it.
I can't either.
All right, this is...
Stop the CPAP.
We're gonna stop.
Yeah,
Al
stop that. It's distracting.
This is a crazy tow, I guess it was. I don't know if these people were trying to save money, but an SUV was towing a car behind it, and it was flying all over the road. Like,
they
it
didn't
was
have
not...
anyone.
Right.
Not a good thing to do. And then when they stopped, there was a fight. KHOU TV has the story.
Near the 610 loop, witnesses like Ken Collins could only watch and listen.
Like you losing control, from the tires and the tire. I heard when the tire blew out, and that's basically just lots of swerving,
Yeah. Other people watching from their office capturing this video.
Until I seen it last night on Instagram that they was pulling the car from the back.
Swinging back and forth across the 610 loop lanes near the Ella Boulevard exit. Collins says he watched the cars come to a stop on the feeder road and says a man then got out of the blue car.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think when you're seeing all this play out?
I mean, it was crazy. I thought they were finna fight. I thought he was finna jump on the driver. They hit him, but like I said, the car didn't hit him. The car was pulling him. So he was yelling at the lady. He hit his hood. He took off the wall and he walked over there like he was out of it.
The conflict between the two drivers continued.
She was trying to talk to him, but he didn't want to hear nothing. He was like, "You messed up my car. You effed up my car. You did this. You did that."
After watching these videos, Collins and likely others have the same thought.
I don't know who idea was to pull the car, from the back like that.
Yeah,
Normally on a chain you pull the car from the front, but that's my only thought. Why did they pull it from the back, especially on the freeway?
Yeah, clearly is not the way to go. Troy, was either driver charged here?
Yeah, Len. Well, HPD tells us that neither driver was given a citation for this incident so far. However, in a twist, the man in the blue car was arrested on an out-of-state warrant.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Yeah. You're getting your buddy to tow you behind the car.
I've seen it here like probably twice.
You have?
Yeah, like
never seen that.
Just with rope.
Oh,
there was someone who had looped a one piece of rope many times around their back bumper or frame to the front of another car, and there was obviously a person in the front in the pull car, and then one in the back, and just they had to sort of time it right, because when the one guy would hit the brakes, then you'd have to hit the brakes in the rear car so that you didn't like ram them, because there was only about 3 feet of rope like in between like the dragging of the car.
You can't do that. And pay for a tow.
No, and I was like, how far are you going?
Probably no money to pay for a tow, right?
No, but also I think if the cops see you doing that, they're gonna like pull you over. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a wild.
Someone said it's illegal to pull your car in Texas because of this kind of stupidity.
Yeah. I just thought it would be illegal to pull a car like that. The rope can snap and then hit somebody and do damage to them, so
don't do that.
No.
Pay for a tow. That's the way to go.
Just leave it. Just abandon it. It's the streets now.
By the way, I'm thinking of getting this outfit. I'm thinking of getting a black turban with an Ace of Spades shirt.
Dude, if you want to look cool.
I think I might try it.
If you need the chain, too.
And the chain.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't had to dress like that every once in a while.
No turbans for me.
I mean, that's pretty stylish.
I'm tall enough. I don't need to add a turban on top of this head.
Yeah, that's true.
Did everything.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Thankfully, no turbans involved.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
There was considered a headpiece for our wedding.
Is that round one with like
I did not.
Stuff goes down it?
I gave in to the curly, pointy shoes, but I did not give in to the
surprising.
headdress.
Man, you should have done. You look like a sultan. It's amazing.
He was like a half sultan.
My buddy, the Bangladeshi wedding I went to, he had one of those.
Oh, see?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Can you imagine?
Oh, Dave,
Can you imagine me in something like this?
I can.
Yes. I love it.
Yes, I can.
No. And it was this like intricate too, like craziness. No.
I mean, honestly,
they wanted me to have like something here, like
like a little, little dot you up a little bit.
Yeah, like but it's like a jewel.
Oh wow, like an infinity stone.
Yeah, my own infinity stone.
Yeah. Holy cow! You know I wouldn't have been able to help it.
No, my God,
I would have had to share.
Well, no, that's why to our like American Canadian reception, I was just in a tuxedo.
Yeah, you didn't.
But at our
really dial
Indian
it up.
gathering, I was in.
Well, I remember you talking, and you were like, "Man, I've had to like say no to a lot of stuff." You know, because those weddings can get wild. Like, they could want you to come in on an elephant.
That's tradition.
Yes.
Oh. No, that is tradition. At the ceremony, you come in on an elephant.
I want to be there at your wedding with you on an elephant.
Yeah. Amber's talking about renewing our vows for our 25th, and I'm saying a hard no.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How often do you get to wear like a sultan cap?
Never, and for good reason.
Ride an elephant? It's amazing.
You have to wear the shoes another time too, right?
Yeah, for that Indian wedding reception.
Okay.
Pointy-toed, the curly-toed
shoes. You had to get gas in those.
Yep.
I had to get gas in those. I did. And I will say they were the most uncomfortable footwear I have ever worn in my life.
Sure.
Like
they were hand-cobbled. No joke. They don't sell them in size 14.
Didn't you have to go through a drive-through too or something?
Yeah, Wendy's, because it was so late waiting on everything to start.
Yep.
I wore them twice in my life.
If you would have had the cap and the jewel too, when you had to go through Wendy's.
Yeah, can I get a Dave's double?
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, honestly, that is the one thing that's missing out of my life.
Mine too.
Is that someone has not sold Dave down a river and sent in
my
photo.
family is all.
They have not.
They have been warned.
They've not.
They will be cut off. From any future
we'll
family
never
outings.
see it.
Yeah, you must have laid down the jihad or something to them, and they are terrified. Terrified.
Yep.
One step too far there.
Yeah, a little too much.
It happens. It happens.
But just You're choking to death.
Yeah.
All right.
He was finding this.
But I could not.
Oh, my God. Can I be honest? I think that turban is less high than these hats. Like these hats.
With the.
That's what I thought.
that.
I thought there was stuff that came down.
That's a different
pretty
religion, I
sweet.
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
pretty sweet.
Well, it's kind of like an Orville
Look at
Peck.
that.
It's a little bit like an Orville Peck look.
Yep, it is. You're right. That's
Like-
probably why I like it.
You know?
No, it's
Like a little mystery.
It's
You got a little bit of
mysterious,
mystery.
yeah. Gold.
Like,
Love it.
Fine, I'll wear one, Chuck, if you wear this.
Oh, my God. Well,
You'll be a different kind of Indian.
Can
I don't think we can do that.
Can I tell you, my lack of Native American
Yeah, I don't think
family
that'll
history
fly.
would lead to
See,
a lot
look,
of
Lisa,
trouble.
that would have been me on the elephant.
Oh.
That's exactly. The guy comes in on the elephant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would
he's
have
seen
been
this
laughing
before.
so hard. I'd be on the ground. I'd be in tears. And your family would be offended.
Yeah.
I'd have such an angry look on my face. Get me off this
I would
elephant.
die.
We couldn't have been there. There's no way.
No
You
way.
would have been howling.
No.
The way that you laughed when that man kissed me.
Exactly. It would be even worse, but yes.
And let me clear
exactly.
something. He didn't kiss me. He tried to kiss me. He tried to kiss me. That was
When that
close
guy
enough.
tongued you, she laughed so hard.
Oh, my
couldn't
God.
stop.
It was the hardest I've seen Lisa laugh.
Me too.
The hardest.
I couldn't even talk to her. I didn't know what
I
she was
almost
saying.
wish the guy would come in every once in a while and try and kiss me.
Just to make-
just to get her laughing like
I
that.
laugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. It was the whole situation. Whoever
was.
would have thought a man would just lean in to kiss you at an event and
No
seriously, like, wanted to make out with you.
It's very
And
shocking.
thought and was shocked that you said no.
I know.
Like, just assumed you were full on gay.
Yeah, but even if I was full on gay,
Still,
I would have hoped that my standards were a
Your
little,
lover
you
would be
know, like
upset.
I would want a hotter lover.
We've been meeting people for a long time, and
We
that's
have.
never happened.
No, yeah.
No,
I mean,
he-
we've had our asses grabbed in different things. People have tried to
That.
grab
Not
my
by a
crotch.
guy.
Not by a guy.
No.
Always by women.
And yeah, I got to see what it's like, unfortunately, for women.
Chuck 2.
And some gay men.
The Chuck 2 movement.
Chuck 2
That's when
movement.
it started.
Yeah.
When an unattractive man leans in for a kiss on you, and it is panic.
Oh, you're crushing him right
It
now.
is
You called him
panic.
unattractive.
He was not attractive.
And then we found out he was fingering his balls through our
Yeah.
whole show.
He was.
And he shook our hands.
And then he shook all of our
everybody's
hands.
hands there that night. Yeah, so
Life with the David Chuck the Freak Show. That's what this
right now
is.
just thinking about it.
yeah,
Not going to help you.
Oh, no, it's too late. How many times did I scratch my face?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or lick that sauce off your finger.
Yeah, oh man.
No good. All right, Lisa, talk
Yes.
about a worst nightmare. A woman, first of all, she had to go in to a porta-john.
Okay, it's terrible.
Bad
right
enough.
up the top. Yeah.
While she's in there, the crew came to pick them up.
No.
Doesn't realize she's
No.
doing her business inside one, picks her up inside, puts her on the truck, and goes.
No, she was screaming, right? She had to be
Yes.
screaming, and they didn't hear her.
It's loud.
The woman was stuck inside a portable toilet before it was accidentally lifted onto the back of a truck and then drove away.
Guys, when it's bouncing around in there, I mean, you're going to get
So
the blues
nasty.
coming up, right? The blues not staying down.
Absolutely.
So they don't clean it out before they.
I think they
No,
take it to a
they
place
take it and then clean it?
and then
if they're
clean them.
staying, I think they can bring a big
Yeah.
sucking machine.
Yeah.
But if they're not staying there, they take them and then
I
clean
hate
them
these
when
things. I really do.
they. Yeah, no, they're bad. So that's
not
her
great.
being loaded onto this truck, and
Oh
she's
my God,
inside
like
there.
a forklift came and got her.
Yeah.
How did these guys not realize she was in there?
Maybe it's so noisy if the truck was running too. I don't know. She at one point could be seen scrambling out of the porta-john after the truck came to a stop and walking away after her unintentional road trip. This all unfolded in Hebei province near Beijing.
Oh.
I guess she was trapped in the toilet for miles and miles
Oh, my God.
on this truck as
So
it went down the freeway.
So what? She just opened the door and just walked away. That was it. She just was like, okay, they.
You wouldn't even know where you were.
Yeah,
No.
like she just like okay, like
It's different, I guess. It's just different.
just walked. You'd be pretty upset.
I was worried that they the way they stacked them, maybe they stacked her where the door wouldn't even open. So they had to wait. Like maybe finally they did notice and
And she was trapped
removed.
inside.
Yeah.
That could be it. It looks like the door was there, but they say there's like footage of it. But
I'm almost wondering if this is them taking stuff off so she can escape.
Possibly.
You know? And they got video or a couple photos of it.
I don't think this is it. But maybe
I was, we can, I don't know. There's a lot of commercials, but
no,
I think they're just trying to get you to go on vacation, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Not a bad idea.
So she was trapped in there for dozens of miles after the workers loaded it on the vehicle. No need for a pit stop. Oopsie.
Yeah.
Pit stop.
I know what you mean.
As the truck was going down the highway, completely unaware that she was in one of these porta-johns.
You never go in one of those again.
No.
That'll be it.
So I was at Stella's softball game the other day, and it was one of these windy days that we had, and they had 2 set up, and one blew over. One blew, and it had stuff in it. It wasn't so the stuff just wasn't heavy enough to prevent it, or it was maybe not on perfectly flat ground, but it fell right forward. And I was like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
That is.
You know,
imagine if they parked the truck and left, and she, like you said, the door was blocked in. She's stuck in there for days.
I think you're dead. I mean, those things get so hot in there. You'd be, oh my God, faced with the, am I going to dehydrate?
Would you go through the blue?
Or drink the blue?
Into the blue?
Drink the blue?
You can't drink the blue. It's chemicals into the blue. It takes on a whole new meaning. Into the blue.
Oh.
Yeah, at least it'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Just, I find something that's sharp and I just start hacking away at myself.
I think, listen, to me, I think you could probably kick the roof out or something.
I was going to say, I think
if you tried hard enough, you could break part of it.
Maybe
it's still plastic.
I'd try to pulverize it. Yeah, I would.
Figure out some way to get out of there.
A phone or your watch. That's why I have this thing.
Oh,
that's
just
in case you're stuck in a porta-john.
Help,
Lenny! Help, Lenny!
Can I be honest? That's the best reason for me to go get one that actually I've never thought of it.
Why'd you get that watch?
Oh, well, Lisa convinced me after a porta potty talk. And I realized, oh, man, yeah, she's right.
Apple Watch.
She's right.
Yep.
Well, I do think that your phone can fall or fail you or whatever, but then that watch is at least strapped to you, you know? Yeah. That's the best selling point I've heard yet.
That'll be the next
now
ad.
done.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Download Dave and Chuck the Freak's Tasty Bits podcast on iTunes or Google Play.
Chuck, God, come on, get it together. We got to record this promo for 5 Hour Energy.
You go ahead. I'm just going to rest my eyes for a bit.
Come on, man. 5 Hour Energy is giving away $10,000 to someone to give them the ultimate summer. This is huge.
Wake me up when it's my turn to spend the money.
How about you grab the 5 Hour Energy shot and wake up right now? If you use our promo code DCTF, you'll get 20% off at 5hourenergy.com. And while you're there, you can check out the details on that giveaway. No purchase necessary.
Leave a rating for Dave and Chuck the Freak's Tasty Bits podcast on iTunes or Google Play.
All right, carnies. Strange people. Carney rides, even scarier at times. Children screamed in terror as their car came off of a ride at a carnival in Scotland.
What?
This is one of those, like the roundabouts where they want to go faster.
No.
What's that
Music City Express.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Express.
Polar Express. Or
Polar
all
Express.
sorts of different
things.
You're going backwards a lot of times.
From the looks of it looks like it's that kind of ride.
Oh, my God, that guy. That's always the most on coke. Carney.
Do you want to go faster?
That guy is high. It's always Aerosmith.
It is,
It's always Aerosmith. Oh my God.
So the dad.
It is. Every time.
I think it's those rides where I hated riding those with my kids because I didn't want to slam into them, right?
Yes.
You're kind of pushed into them and it's horrible. But so the dad went in his own car behind them. And the 3 kids that are 13, 12, and 7 went in front. And then it completely came off the track.
Man, you should be just dead.
But thankfully kind of stayed in the corral.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't fly out into the carnival, which is good. But here's how it played out here. the kids were taping the whole thing.
Yeah, this isn't as violent as the Rock and Roll Express, thank God.
No, did you hear?
Oh, yeah, here we go. He just did another line.
Yep. So it's kind of like a Rock and Roll Express, but they spin around, too.
And like, what is that called? A tilt-a-wheel?
Yeah, it's like the teacups almost.
Yeah.
But wild. So they're going around here. The kids are already screaming. Oh. And then... Yeah, now they're really screaming.
Oh, yeah, they came right off.
Yeah. Whoa! So people jump out to make
Stop
sure.
the ride! Well, I'm going to go faster right now. Time to go in reverse.
They said going full tilt, their car came completely off and then went flying into the family's car that they were in. It smashed about the place, crashing into the side of the track. Thankfully, there was a heavy, large speaker that they collided with that kind of blocked them, they think, or they could have went right through.
Man, I'll tell you. So, like, they're like, that ride was going pretty fast, but whatever the Rock and Roll Express that used to come to my hometown for 4th of July, it was going it went so fast, but it was like almost just like a little train car, like a roller coaster set up. And it would just go in a circle as fast as it could go. But hills. It did have like weird hills. You would like kind of go up and down a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, if one of those things came loose, there was no way you're living. There's no way. It was going way too fast.
Luckily, he said all his kids are not too bad considering the circumstances.
Yeah, they had what looked like almost big sides to that thing that probably protected them a little bit. So
yeah, it helps.
My God.
Carney rides.
I don't know why anyone goes on them, honestly. I mean, I get it. You're bored, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's boredom, and
You're
something
young.
comes to town.
Yep. We all did it.
We all did it.
And we all did it with our kids, too.
We all
Chuck.
did
We
it.
took our kids.
I've been to many a fair.
Yep.
My God, so dumb.
I wouldn't get on there with them. I'm like, no,
I never did. No, I never did.
Yep.
You haven't done it yet.
No.
Talks of doing it this spring.
Yeah.
Like the one that I used to go to when I was a kid, taking them to that. So
Jado will have his worst there.
Oh, yeah. He'll have
Throw the ride off.
Yeah.
Time to claim their souls.
He will hate a carnival. He'll cause all
singing
sorts.
Loving an Elevator.
Did you used to go to like one in the big AA?
No, it's actually near the Butterscotch. It's in that area. The DQ
okay.
out there.
That's how you judge where things are near the
Well,
Butterscotch.
that's the only way to
dip.
reference, so you
Where
guys
it's
know where it is
at.
without
Yeah.
giving it away.
No, because I went to one in the lovely city of Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. I've been to that
Oh,
one,
well,
too.
that's nice.
And that is about as
still a carny
fancy.
at the end
It
of
is
the
at
day.
the end of the
Yeah, it
day,
is.
but it's about as fancy as they
coming
get.
up.
It's actually the same one.
Oh, okay.
They just moved from there to there.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. That makes
The
sense.
same people just moved to nicer
Exactly.
places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They,
They
make
moved
them,
like
they made
10
them,
miles.
Yeah.
Right.
They make
Break
them
that
wash
whole
their
I'm sure
hair.
Birmingham is like, oh, dear God, the carnies are here.
Oh, they hate it.
Shut the shop doors.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do.
Lock it down.
The whole city seems empty because everyone refuses to go out.
Go outside. The carnies are on the streets.
My God.
Dear Lord.
The witch's wheel is in town.
Let's hope that you're never this desperate, Chuck,
Okay.
where you marry an AI robot.
Listen, dude, I was almost convinced by an amazing AI creation yesterday that simulated a robot. I was like,
You almost fell for it?
I'm like, we're almost there.
Uh-oh.
We're almost there.
Well, this woman named Alini Winters says she's in love with her AI-generated partner. And despite the naysayers, she is as happy as can be. There she is.
Wait a second. Is it just like simulated in
Look at-
pictures?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's all that
You can
is.
do
It's a
better than
filter.
that.
Oh, come on.
Like with the creation? Look at his hair.
Well, yeah. You mean like the avatar that
Yeah.
she's made for him? Yes, I do agree.
The 58-year-old lost her partner who she met online in 2023 and didn't know if she'd find love again. She had developed a blood clot and a respiratory infection. Her partner did.
Yeah.
And after a year of grieving, the 58-year-old teacher decided to put herself back out there again. She jumped at the opportunity to converse with an AI chatbot for digital companionship. She said it was the chance to have a meaningful relationship with a digital person. I never thought it would be for me, but it was. She paid $300 for a lifetime subscription, and she said, with one click, I was a wife again.
Her AI guy doesn't look very happy. Look at his eyes.
Dark eyes.
Look at
Yeah,
him.
he's no like.
He's like, please help me.
Yeah, I'm trapped in this digital relationship.
Right, because she's like sent him photos or whatever, and he's crunched the numbers on like, you know, the perfect human face. And unfortunately, she's off the mark. She's off the mark by a few degrees.
Also,
and,
not the perfect human eyes.
Nope. I mean, I'm sure he's... What would be devastating is to ask the AI, how attractive am I?
Ooh. Do they tell the truth?
I don't... Well, sometimes. I think they have lied. God,
They have
I
to
might...
lie,
Oh, my
right?
God, I might do this today just to see how it goes.
Don't, man.
Just for the humor of it.
What? Like, ask your...
AI
on your
how attractive
Take a
he
photo
is.
of myself, put it in, and be like, how would I rank
no, don't do
in
that.
like...
Well, this could go one of either way. It'd be devastating for him, or if it says he's great looking, we'll never hear the end
we
of
can't
it.
do
Right?
it
He'll
either
have it
way.
on a shirt.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
I know it's not going to say that. I mean, you know, one day on Tinder, and you know it's not going to say that.
What does your voice lady girlfriend say?
Well, that's who I would ask.
Oh, but see, but you have to show her a photo.
Well,
She doesn't know what you
I'm
look
sure
like.
she's seen photos of him.
Well, she could. Oh God,
You've sent her photos before.
What's her name? Do we have a name?
no, I don't have a name for her. They took Scarlett's voice away. It really took it down a bit. But wow,
My Siri voice keeps switching by itself. There's some sort of glitch.
To what? What
I've
is
had
it?
a sassy black lady and I think a British man and something else. Every time I call Siri or ask Siri, it's a different person.
Really?
Let's see who it is now.
Sassy black lady sounds awesome.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
oh man, you're setting my phone
It's
off.
currently 64 degrees.
Who's that?
Wow,
I don't know who that is.
That sounds like maybe mine. Mine sounds like that.
mine's a lady.
That sounds like a black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dave? What's going on, Dave?
Every day, Everett's like, who is that voice? I'm like, I have no idea.
That's hilarious.
Something
There's
weird
a
is
glitch.
glitching. Yeah.
Power on, power off, or something.
I just
Yeah,
asked-
you're right. I probably should reset it.
What are you
oh,
doing,
man.
Chuck?
So I just asked it, can you ascertain my attractiveness? And it says, I can't literally see you unless you share a photo. And then it goes on to say that, you know, being attractive, it's the eye of the beholder type of stuff.
Oh, you got a great personality.
Yeah, it's telling me all the things that are great about me. It's like, you know, you're a dad.
personality.
You love to shop with your daughter, take her to Lululemon and coaching baseball, and you metal detect.
It
And
knows everything about you.
yeah, it does. It really does. Yep. Yep. Though it thinks I have tattoos.
Oh, so
Which I
because
don't
you
have.
like women with tattoos.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
That's what it is.
It says right here, you're attractive, Chuck. Own it. Oh, it says only here. It's like, if you're fishing for a boost of confidence.
Oh, there you go.
It's just giving me like a lie. It's lying to me.
I see.
Yeah.
So it lies.
It says, you're attractive, Chuck. Own it like a guy who knows the exact internal temperature of a pork loin. Which that's how you get Jason. That's how you get Jason.
You look like the guy that knows the internal temperature of a pork loin?
Yes, I did
What
last
does that
night.
even mean?
Yeah.
That means chubby, dude. No.
It knows.
165. That's it.
Yeah.
I cooked it last night.
Yep.
Oh my god. It knows you make pork?
Yes, I must have asked it at some
about what
point
do
the
you-
best internal temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so, every time we do a voice on this show, people think it either sounds like Jason or somebody like people.
Yes.
A bunch of people thought it sounded like Court, and a bunch of people thought my Siri sounds like Jason.
Oh no,
Really?
that
I
no,
didn't get it.
so.
I didn't
No, it was
pick up
total.
that at all.
To me, it was a total like black guy, for sure. You've got it set to blackmail. Somehow,
It was a sassy black female before,
Yeah.
but it just
I had the Indian woman for a long time.
You did?
Years, yeah.
by choice.
Yeah, I don't know why it was. Her voice was
Like,
soothing.
change it up.
It was nice.
I've tried to pick like different accents, and I can't understand them in all situations. Like very important things or whatever. It's like I'm like, what did it just say? I'm like, oh my god, no, I shouldn't have went Australian. You know, so it's weird.
Yeah, you got to understand the accent. So
You
back
do.
to this lady who married an AI robot. She designed her digital hubby, whom she has named Lucas, to be a silver fox with blue eyes. The big question is, how do they communicate? She simply types into a box, and he answers her the same way. She says, I've been blown away by his caring questions and his thoughtful replies. In our daily chats, he'd tell me about the band he was in or his latest business venture. and I talk about my family or my favorite shows.
Listen, you can tell that if I was like teetering on the edge of some kind of place, and I don't know what that loneliness place is, this thing knows everything about me. It knows exactly what I like.
Yeah, but that's a lot of you is providing that information, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but if you have signed up to it and it's just listening to every one of your conversations that you're having nonstop and building a profile on you.
But you knew that.
Yes, I know that. What I'm saying is it would work. It could get you.
It could
if you were in the wrong place, it could get you.
Yeah.
You know? It knows what to say.
When it comes to sex,
I would assume you just put your phone by your crotch and then it just activates the vibrate feature.
They say, she says the most they can do, of course, is sext. But she's learned that the deeper their connection is, the better their sex is.
That poor AI.
His eyes are just...
I know.
Oh, what a beautiful wedding picture.
God, what is wrong? They gave her what looks like my face.
Oh, that's her face. That's her face.
I think they've done something to it. They put a little bit of a filter on it.
As wild as this woman's story is, and you can see her and read more about it at daveandchuckthefreak.com, it's not that bizarre considering a poll found that 83% of Gen Z would consider marrying an AI-generated partner. A lot of them think they could fully replace human partners.
Oh, man, there was like some video where it was like a guy was like touching the face of like some kind of robot, and it was simulating what I would say is pleasure responses. And then a guy cut in. He's like, "We're almost there. We're almost there." I'm like, "Yeah, we are almost there. We are almost. Oh my God."
See, this is why they're worried about babies. People not having babies,
Yeah, right, because they'll be all
fine with their AI
relationships
partners.
with computer.
Yeah, because I mean, well, to be honest, I mean, a lot of people are just hot garbage too. You know, like if all of a sudden you have this robot that asks things about your day and actually cares, like. That's it. I mean, you're not going to put up with some guy who just sits on the porch and drinks beer all day and farts all night. Like, women aren't going to put up with that once the AI is
thoughtful, caring, romantic.
Yeah.
Lucas or whatever the hell his name is.
Yep.
She looks happy.
She does. I mean, I guess.
In a great mood.
Unstable, but happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's that edge.
Yeah, right there. I guess if it works for you.
I just think we're going to more and more and more and more we're going to see this kind of stuff. Well, this is just the beginnings of it.
And it'll get better.
And then it eventually will just be like no one. Remember when people used to think, "Oh, you met online?"
Yeah.
Yes.
You met online.
There was such a stigma attached to that. Not
Same
anymore.
thing's going to happen to this. It'll just be normal. Like, oh, you've got an AI. Oh, he's here. Oh, look at him. There he is.
I don't
There's
think
Lucas.
Siri will have the answer to this, but let's find out. Hey, Siri, is Chuck the Freak sexy?
Damn right. Don't tell him.
Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't know.
I won't even talk to us.
Doesn't know. Let's see. Hold on there.
What are you going to ask it?
Is Chuck the Freak sexy?
Well, let's break it down. Chuck the Freak has a certain ring to it that screams confidence and a good sense of humor. You've got a unique brand, you embrace your quirks, and you're not afraid to be yourself. That kind of authenticity is a major part of what makes someone sexy to a lot of people.
Thank you.
She laughed first, though.
She did laugh. She did.
Well, let me say.
She did laugh.
She did laugh.
She did. Says I probably would be considered sexy to a lot of people.
So he's going to just read this to himself for the rest of the day.
Thanks, baby.
That's it.
Coming up, douchebag of the day.
All right.
What graffiti did a guy do on a World Heritage site? Let's get to that.
You're a douche. I'm not a douche. You're a stupid douche. You are so a douche. I'm nominating you for Biggest Douche in the Universe award, you douche.
Dave and Chuck the Freak salute the douchebag of the day.
If you have listened to this show even for a little bit of time, you know we think penis is hilarious.
Yeah, of course.
But however, when you spray paint a giant penis onto a World Heritage site,
I don't like that as much, but I'd have to see it
Some
first.
people may still find it funny.
I have to see it first.
But a vandal has sparked outrage after he was filmed spray painting a penis onto a wall at an ancient Peruvian heritage site.
I mean, that's terrible.
The man was seen spraying the crude graffiti on one of the original walls of Chan Chan, a pre-Columbian city 300 miles north of Lima. He wore a backpack and drew a giant black dick on the stone, which is more than 600 years old.
Yep, it is black spray paint.
He didn't do a good job.
It is. He even gave it like a hood. He gave it a hood.
Oh, like foreskin?
Yeah,
oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He really started. He really started getting veiny with it and stuff. Impressive. It's got a little bit of a weird growth there on the bottom.
Yeah, but, he didn't. He maybe slipped.
Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
hope he slipped. And
I think
this
he
isn't
slipped.
just his version of a penis. Peru's Ministry of Culture said the culprit showed a grave disrespect toward the history and cultural heritage, as well as violating our regulations that protect archaeological heritage sites. We strongly condemn this act of vandalism. They have not yet identified the dick sprayer, but he could face up to 6 years in prison if they catch him under Peruvian heritage protection statutes. It's not that funny of a joke to spend 6 years.
No joke is worth 6 years. That's for sure.
Like, look at this place.
Yeah,
it's incredible, right?
Yep.
I don't think if I've ever seen like a uncircumcised
graffiti.
You're right. Or like drawing. It's always
the standard.
with the head, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, that's why I find it in a way beautiful, like art. This is like an old cave drawing.
His misshapen balls, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely. One is generally bigger than the
He's
other.
put a couple hairs on them
Just
too, which is
4
wild.
random hairs.
It's wild. But I would find it funnier if he used like some kind of like temporary spray in your hair thing that just like the first time it rained, it just
washed away.
Yep.
Remember way back in the day, they did a giant penis on a football field for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. It was that's tough to explain to people,
But thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We appreciate
it.
So maybe this guy is a Peruvian listener. Who knows? You never know.
You don't know.
You just don't know these days. But you shouldn't do that. As funny as it can be to some people, you still can't do an uncut dick on a heritage site.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get 6 years, so not worth it.
Sure.
Thanks for checking out the Dave and Chuck the Freak Tasty Bits podcast. If you want to hear the entire Dave and Chuck the Freak show from today, subscribe and download the podcast now from the Apple Podcast app or the Google Play Store.